into some space, right? Jacob, he's got inside ball, no!
This could be points, Queens are in!
Brilliant offload into that.
And there's an intercept, Yogo Queens!
Absolute beauty into a pass to Clearly.
To Hendrickson! And the Glenwood scrum off will get in! Absolutely incredible try!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final day, the third and final day of the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival from a fairly damp and now misty start field at Kearsney College in Hill. For the second to last match of the festival, Glenwood High School up against Hoërskool Transvalia. Going to be another ripper. Glenwood, unfortunately, their game on Saturday was called off due to lightning, but they've got some influential players across the paddock. Looking at the likes of Joe Jonas at scrum half, Jordan Hendricks at fly half, really important players. Freddie Slavitt, number 8, has also been important for them. Big player, big ball carrier. And in the centres, they've got Luyanda Mbona and Martino van Wyk. On Transvalia's side, their first visit to the Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival, Leandro Dupree has got an immense boot on him. Big right foot. And Abraham Masou, the left wing, quick, strong runner, important player for them with ball in hand. It's going to be interesting to see how the teams adapt to these conditions. I've got Sky Shabalala next to me. Sky, it got wet very quickly.
Yeah, it was, well, first of all, happy family day, good sir.
Happy family day.
It's been a really good tournament so far. Just before that DHS game against H T S Drostdy, the rain started coming down hard. But excited to see this Glenwood team, which I think will be probably more rested than the Transvalia team. Obviously, their game against Selborne on Saturday cut short because of lightning. So the boys should be more rested, ready for the game, and keen to see the boys running the ball from deep. I know the rain is going to be a major factor for this game, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it affects the schoolboys.
Yeah, Glenwood, I think, was sort of starting to hit their straps in that game against Selborne. They were getting back into it, and it was shaping up to be a cracker of a game. But unfortunately, the weather playing its part, and I think that's the Glenwood that we might see today. On day one, they were a little bit rusty, which nearly cost them, with the last-minute conversion to beat Jansen. We just have a look at their side. Match winners across the park there. Freddie Slavitt at the back of the scrum. Ethan Smith has also been hugely influential on the side of the scrum. But you've got to look at their halfbacks, Joe Jonas and Jordan Hendrickson. The men who make the decisions, and they're going to be crucial to them getting over the line here against Transvalia, Sky.
Yeah, just a quick word on Joe Jonas. Originally 15, but starting number 9 unavailable for the festival. But I think he's been really good. Mr. Jonas there played with his brother Curtis Jonas at club rugby level. Very good bunch of rugby players as the brothers. Just looking at the Hoërskool Transvalia team, exciting team, like running it, very colourful, and just looking at the number 4 Gareth Graham, very instrumental in the lineouts there. Dian Fisser, very good around the breakdown, and really like the number 10 Sean Chrissy, who is the playmaker in the team and really enjoys putting his big forwards, the number 7 and 8, into gaps, and it should be a very good game of rugby.
Yeah, a guy like Dewald Stroop, scrum half for Transvalia, has been crucial. He's given them a lot of go forward ball, made a lot of good decisions. Thanks, Navir. Glad you're nice and warm.
He's warmer than us at the moment.
It's getting a little bit chilly on this grandstand here, that's for sure, Sky.
Yeah, it's going to be, as the Transvalia boys run out with the bigger number 12 there, who's got a sunny ball look like stature, likes giving the offloads. And of course, the green machine of Durban, the pride of Durban, running out here. A lot of people have stayed behind for the last 2 matches of the Standard Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival, just to watch the Green Machine. And then, of course, we have Kearsney afterwards playing Hoërskool, Welkom, Gym, and it's going to be a good game. I'm really excited for this one, Nick. I'm not sure if you're allowed to give predictions, but I'm going to go with the Green Machine in this one.
I think that's not a bad shout, to be honest, Guy. I think the Green Machine are rumbling on. I think they're getting stronger and stronger. It's difficult for a side to replicate the heights that they achieved last season, but they're a side that are proud and they always put in a solid performance. So we can expect more of that in this one. So Transvalia in their light blue and red strip are playing from left to right. On the screen, they're going to be taking the kickoff, and Glenwood in their traditional green jerseys will be playing from right to left. They've probably got the breeze at their backs a bit, do Glenwood, as the mist sort of moves in across the field. It's going to be that man Sean Christie to get us underway. Goes with a shallow start off kick. Well played by DHS, Ethan Smith, but he's been bundled into touch. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, great start there by Transvalia, putting it nice and shallow. Interested there to see that Glenwood win for the split kickoff, and Transvalia finding the gap there and managing to force a mistake. Line out just outside the 10-meter line for Transvalia.
So Glenwood trying to poach that one, but it's been knocked forward just off the tips of the fingers. So we're going to have our first 2 set pieces within a few seconds of each other. Scrum down time. Sky Shabalala. Schoolboy scrums obviously not as influential as senior level scrums because of the rules where you can't get a turnover, you can't push more than 1.5 meters, and it can't go through more than 45 degrees, but should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it should be a very good matchup. Both packs, similar sizes, and nice and powerful. I think these scrums, when it's in this kind of weather, it's all about technique. As you can see, Transvalia getting the upper hand in the first scrum of the game.
Brilliant scrum from Transvalia. Christie takes it to the line. The big forwards go to the left-hand side. Dupria handing it off. Graham taking it in. Oh, but it's been ripped. Good work from Glenwood High School there. They've got the ball here. Jonas wants. Short pass, one-off runner. Taking it into contact. Carlo. Jonas again. Hendrickson with the show and go. Fakes to pass and then tries to throw the one-handed pass. Ball's gone into touch. Nearly getting the ascendancy there, Glenwood. But the ball goes into touch, so another line out here for Transvalia.
And worrying signs here for Transvalia with the big number 12, Franco Wagner. Down at the moment, clutching his, I'm not sure if it's his shoulder or his neck, but they really can't afford to lose him this earlier in the game. And just a quick one on both teams. Obviously, it is wet underfoot. The ball is slippery. There's a bit of mist in the air. I'm excited to see if there is a plan B here from both coaches, from both teams, because we know that both of these sides like spreading the pull around, throwing the ball in the air, giving it some flair. But yeah, you can't really do that. You know, you have to keep it nice and close, get the big men rumbling, and just eliminating those knock-ons and those mistakes.
So they go right to the back. Good line out for Transvalia in the conditions. Christie to his captain Wagner, crashing it up in the middle of the field. He seems to be all right. Stoop to the right-hand side. Taking it into contact is Kutson. Good run from the prop. Stoop again. Good hands from Visser. Stoop. Christie from a standing start to Wagner. Cutting back on the inside, always trying to get over the gain line. Stoop. Show and go. Great work from the scrum off. There's been a mismatch there and he's got on the outside. Advantage for a high tackle. Christie in that scrum off. Duplessis takes a ball well. Stoop to Christie. Christie on the cut back to Wagner, who's done brilliantly well. He's carried well in this move. Stoop. Oh, but just gone forward, but no advantage. We're going to come back for the penalty to Transvalia.
The one thing that Glenwood does really well is good line speed on defense, but with line speed, you have to make sure that you make your one-on-one tackles. As you can see here, the number 9 from Transvalia going through the gap because there was no pillar. Mr. Dival Stoop going straight through the middle. You know, the same principles of defense don't change. You still need your pillar and post to stick, even if you're doing a quick line speed And Transvalia, just outside the 22 of Glenwood. Looks like they're setting up for a maul here, which is what you need in this type of weather.
Ball goes into the hands of Swanepoel as they do set up the driving maul. Good counter shove there from Glenwood though. But here we go, patience from Transvalia. The ball's in the boot with Bernard du Plessis. Rumbling on forward now. That's a 5 meter line you can see in the back in the distance. Patience. Du Plessis has broken out and he's got over. Bernard du Plessis, the hooker, had the ball at the back of that maul. Showed a bit of patience. The opportunity come and he struck.
Yeah, I thought that Glenwood defended that maul very, very well. But as the maul disintegrated, the big man, Bernard du Plessis, who was a big fella, went through straight through the middle. And a good start here by Transvalia. The one weakness for me throughout the tournament, throughout the festival for Glenwood has been their forwards. If you attack their forwards, if you maul it up hard and you keep it nice and close, you can go through their forwards. They have a great backline. But I think in weather like this, their forwards have to step up and make those kind of tackles, defend better around the fringes, because it all started from that breakaway from Deval's stoop with no pillar or post there. Let's see now if Transvalia can make it a 7-point gap after just 5 minutes.
Sean Christie with his first attempt at goal. That's over. So that's 7 points. Transvalia leading. 5.5 gone in this one. 7-0 over Glenwood.
Glenwood again off to a poor start. I'm sure they've conceded the first try in all 3 matches that they've played. Jordan Hendricks here looking for a really good kickoff. Gives us a bit of air. Deval stoop underneath it. Nice take.
Well taken by the scrum half. The pop off the ground, but it's gone forward, so Glenwood are going to have an attacking opportunity here. Crucial miss there from Transvalia. They would have really wanted to exit well and put Glenwood under more pressure, but the boot's on the other foot now. Glenwood with a good attacking opportunity close to the middle of the field. Got a blind side open. They've lined it. It looks like Hendricks has lined up directly behind the scrum.
A great attacking opportunity here for the Green Machine. Hendricks straight behind the scrum. Looks like they're going to go for the 8, 9, 14, but no, they go to the open side. Great run here from the big number 8.
That's a good run from Slabbert there, getting Glenwood over the gain line. Gives it off to Jonas. Hendricks in at scrum half. Short passing, good work there. Blaine Golden. Jonas again to Hendricks. Well taken. It's good work there from Carlo. Yeah, to the left they go. Taking it into contact is Kluti. But no advantage. The penalty has now gone the way of Transvalia, holding on the ground. So they breathe a sigh of relief to the men from Gauteng.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a mismatch there. David against Goliath with Franco Wagner defending the small. Well, not Franco Wagner. We had Franco Wagner defending the small number 22 there from Glenwood. Nice tackle. Nice offload here by Jordan Hendricks. But he was held there. And rugby rules say if you held in a tackle, you've got to release the ball before playing it again.
Transvalia go all the way to the back, but Glenwood have managed to steal it. Ethan Smith comes away with it. Jonas to the right-hand side they go. Ooh, not a great pass. It's well picked up in the end by Lyndon Romain. Massive hit. Huge play there from Mono Swanepoel from Transvalia. Man and ball all at once.
I'll tell you what, that is probably one of the biggest hits we've seen at this festival from Transvalia. Nice rush defense there, man-on-man tackle. Like I said, you got to make those hits, and he made a massive hit. Another mistake by Glenwood, who are in a perfect opportunity to attack here. Look at this. Boom! Big number 5 in for the hit. Remember the name, Marno Swanepoel.
So Transvalia take it straight off the back, but they've knocked it forward. Glenwood on the break here, up towards the 22-meter line. Romain Linden taking it in. Carlo. They've got advantage now to Glenwood. Oh, Joe Jonas wanted to go. There was a little hole next to the ruck, but he left the ball behind. So no advantage. Penalty right in front of the posts. And it looks like, yep, they're going to try and take the 3 points. Hendricks has been very good from the tee. Kicked that incredible conversion to beat Jansen on day one. But he's kicked well consistently. These are very difficult conditions, though, to be kicking in.
Yeah, I expect this one to be a nice and easy kick for Jordan Hendricks because they call him the Iceman, a.k.a. Bernard Foley. As you mentioned, Jansen on Thursday, he kicked it from the corner to win the game for the Green Machine.
It's given it a lot of air, but he turned automatically, so that's Glenwood on the board. 7 points to 3. Just under 10 minutes gone in this one. Glenwood will be happy that they've got down into the half of Transvalia and came away with some points.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Green Machine, playing rugby in the right areas. Just a couple of mistakes there in the red zone, but good to have come back with 3 points.
Oh,
it's a 4-point game.
Not a very sympathetic pass, but Jonas has done well to get another massive hit. Transvalia seem up for this one. It's that man Swanepoel again. Hendricks now from the base. It's a good kick. Dupree. He's going to have a crack here. Oh, met solidly in the tackle by Romain Wagner. Advantage here to Transvalia. What can they produce? Got a free play. Not a good pass at all, but it's cleaned up well. No advantage. Transvalia get the penalty. Glenwood a bit over eager. Looks like the tee's being run on already. This will be a pretty big kick given the conditions.
100%, it's a massive kick, but could we just go back to the tackle? Both teams, we've seen 2 massive hits by Martino Swanepoel, and now we've seen a massive hit by Glenwood there. It looks like both teams, despite the weather, I mean, I wouldn't want to be out there, but the boys are really keen, and it looks like there's a lot of chaos in defense.
This is a long kick. 46 meters probably. With the rain and a little breeze into him. Sean Christie. You can see it bucketing down now. So a great strike, but it's just short. Unfortunately for him, Martino van Wyk can clear the lines and get the ball off the paddock. Not a bad strike, though. That might be a little bit worrying for Glenwood.
I'll tell you what, they know that Transvalia have a sharp shooter on their side, so they have to be careful with the penalties they give away. But Martino van Wyk, they haven't seen him kick the entire festival. And I'll tell you what, he's got a good nudge of his right foot, relieving the pressure here for the Green Machine.
Try scorer Bernard du Plessis can't find his jumper, but they've managed to keep the ball. Have Transvalia ranging up towards the 22-meter line. Turnover. Here it is for Glenwood. Options are plenty. They want to give it some air. Show and go. Van Wyk. Out into the hands of Gibb. Jonas
it's a great kick there by Joe Jonas.
There's no one at home. He needs it to stop. He wants it to sit back. So Masau gets back for Transvalia and takes no chances there. Taking it back over. 5-meter scrum. Glenwood ball. Great vision from Joe Jonas.
I'll tell you what, that's great tactical awareness there by the small number 9. He looked up, you can see that no one was home there. They probably would have wanted a better bounce there, but hey, nice reward here for the Green Machine. 5-meter attacking scrum. Expecting something coming out of this Glenwood backline.
First real opportunity Glenwood have had from a set piece. The show and go there. Top work. Van Wyk out into the hands of Gibb. Good tackle from Dupree in the end. Here we go. Hendrickse. Van Wyk on the cutback. What a break! Top work, Martino Van Wyk. Ball in hand. He is ruthless. What a try for the 13.
Yeah, great line there by the big man, Martino Van Wyk, who I just mentioned earlier with that massive relieving kick there for his team, putting all the pressure on Transvalia and then in for the try, for the first try for the Green Machine in this match with 14 minutes in the first half. Simple move here, as you can see. This is what they call the DSP, dummy switch pop dummy there, boom, straight through the middle. Transvalia a bit flat-footed there. Great line by the big man.
So Glenwood go ahead for the first time in this one. 8 points to 7. Kick to come. Jordan Hendrickse. Oh, and he's turned automatically again. So that's an extra 2 off the boots. 10 points to 7. Glenwood lead. Quarter of the match done.
He's a lanky flower off, is he? Reminds me of Peter Duvet back in the day. You know, very good with his boot, great playmaker, and also quite a hard man to bring down if you're that big as a number 10. Great fielding there by Glenwood off the kickoff.
Well played, Glenwood, managing to get the ball back to Ethan Smith. Oh no, accidental obstruction. There's a call from the referee. He thought that Glenwood had won that one comfortably and we're getting ready for an exit, but it's Transvalia's chance now. They've got the opportunity now to put Glenwood under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, we agree with you there, Mr. Brad White. What a try by Martino Van Wyk. Malcolm Hendricks, excellent vision. I don't know how you say that. Should be a P-O-E-N. Can you say that, mate? Boon.
So Stoop wants it, but it's gone up, so they're going to reset. It is absolutely chucking down now.
I think they say it's raining cats and dogs, mate.
It is proverbial.
As you can see there, a lot of reserve jerseys on the field. It is day 3 of the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. A lot of sore bodies. So the depth of your squad is tested by day 3.
So we're going to have another reset. No one quite knows what happens in the front row. One of those places on a rugby field that is very seldom talked about. We all know that front row forwards are not men of the limelight in the spotlight. It's like going about their business. Dewald Stoop prepares to feed. There it is for him. Wagner on the wraparound is Stoop, but it's well read by Glenwood. Penalty, Transvalia.
Oh, Hendricks are there over the ball. For me, he wasn't the tackler. He looked like he was the first man on his feet. I thought that penalty should have gone the other way. But hey, Mr. Yanga, so Changane, the referee in charge of this game. Very prominent referee in KZN Club Rugby. Very good referee. So hey, who am I to argue that point? Penalty for Transvalia. And that sharpshooter once again, number 10, Sean Christie, going to be trying here to level the scores. With about 12 minutes to go in this first half. And despite the rain, Nick, I must say it's been a really, really good first half of rugby. I know there's some mistakes happening from the boys in terms of handling, but in terms of when they do make the passes stick, it's been some great rugby.
No, absolutely. It's been a very good, entertaining first half of rugby given the conditions. So Sean Christie lines up the shot at goal. Just a nice, easy strike, but he's pushed it out to the right-hand side. Decision time as the clearance kick comes in from Gibb. That's a brilliant kick from the fullback. Stephen Gibb with a majestic left boot there, taking play right up to the halfway line.
I was expecting 3 pointers there from Mr. Sean Christie, and a great return with interest by Mr. Gibb and number 22 at the back, that fullback. Dewald Stoop
takes it into the traffic. The ball's popped out on the Glenwood side though. Hendrickse does the cleaning up into the hands of Jonas. Kicks a ranging kick across the field into some space and gets a great roll out. Masou has to go back to it. Gets it inside to Dupree, who slips as he kicks it, which, to his detriment, means that Glenwood have got another attacking opportunity.
Yeah, that's a massive net gain there for the grid machine. I did ask this question earlier. What tactics would the two coaches be employing because of the rain, because of the weather? And it looks like Glenwood are playing a very tactical game just outside the 22 of Transvalia.
Jonas's pass doesn't got a hand, but Van Wyk is on the outside. There he goes. Great work, Carlo Kluti. He's in the corner. The little man has got jet boots. Carlo Kluti over in the corner. Another try for Glenwood.
I'll tell you what, that try came out of nowhere. A bit of a mispass there by Joe Jonas in the midfield after that line out. But every coach, Transvalia coaching staff right now, I'm sure will be very disappointed, because you never want to concede a try off the first phase, especially after such a poor pass from the number 9 from Glenwood, Joe Jonas. I mean, you look at this, looking for the runners, bounces 3 times. Great pick up here, Martina van Wyk again, instrumental in the lead up for the try. And the speedster in for the try in the corner.
He's got some gas, Carlo Kluti. But that's almost an 8-point swing, considering that the kick was missed about a minute or so ago. And now Glenwood have gone and scored up the other end. So Transvalia's coaching staff are going to be fairly livid as Hendricks kicks a beauty from the touchline. Incredible kick there from the fly half, right from the touchline. Straight through the sticks, and 17-7 now. Glenwood lead, 10-point buffer.
Yeah, a bit of deja vu there by Jordan Hendricks. So we've seen him the entire festival kicking from absolutely everywhere on the field. Touchline in front of the poles. This man is a sharpshooter, aka the Iceman.
So Joe Jonas secures the ball. Hendricks, he kicks it from the base. It's a huge boot, all the way down to Dupree. Leandro Dupree. He returns the favour with an up and under across the field, though. This could be interesting. Ball's fallen well for Mbona. Kluti's got the ball in hand. He wants to have another crack. Oh, but it's still there for Jonas. Oh, but the pass wasn't collected in the end by Ethan Bouillon. Sort of at the knees. And when you're building up a head of steam, it's always difficult to take those.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be a bit controversial there. For me, that went off the foot. Not too sure if it touched his hands there, so if it goes off the foot, I don't think it's a knock-on. But we'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt. Another scrum here for Transvalia. Could be the 10th scrum of the first half. Very testing conditions here for both teams. Those passes should not be made. They have to be much closer. The ball is wet. It's very slow underfoot. It's very wet underfoot. So bring everything closer. I'm also surprised that Transvalia, I don't think they've kicked anything from the base of a ruck. We've seen Joe Jonas there with a couple of box kicks there. We saw a massive one from Jordan Hendricks. Maybe it's something Transvalia have to think about.
Yeah, they're trying to keep the ball in hand as much as possible. Big scrum from Transvalia. Christie with the cutout. Christie on the wraparound, and Wagner, they just a little bit of miscommunication. Glenwood come away with a brilliant pick-up from Hendricks. Just knock-ons all over the shop there. Scrum down is going to go the way of the green machine. What a pick-up there from Jordan Hendricks, though.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Mr. Hendricks showing off all his skills. He can kick, he can pass, he can box kick, and doesn't matter where you pass the ball to him, he'll pick it up.
Joe Jonas got a bit of a blind side to work with here. It was a big scrum from Transvalia in the last one, so the Glenwood pack are under a little bit of pressure. Jonas to feed. It's gone straight up again, but it's still there for him. Hendricks. Brilliant little grab as Kluti chases. It's a foot race here. Who's going to win it? Leandro Dupree gets across. Eventually does the fullback, but that could have been interesting.
Another great tactic there by the grid machine, using the boot once again.
So Nonto is going to feed the line out. They've gone with the shortened option. Ethan Smith is the man that they give it to. Jonas off the top. Oh, the cut-up pass, but it's gone forward. There was a little bit of a touch. Unfortunately for the green machine, they've got to come back. Scrum down Transvalia.
Very surprised that Glenwood didn't go for the maul there, set it up, attract a couple of numbers from Transvalia before going wide. They went wide straight away, forcing a mistake here. Interested to see if this did go forward. Oh yeah, it did. Great call there by the referee.
Came off Lyndon Romain and went forward. That's a massive scrum again there from Transvalia.
Looks like it's a tarted. Oh.
Ooh.
Referee judging there that both sets of front rows stood up to reset.
Still Transvalia under the pump here, deep inside their own half. There we go, that's cleared it up. Joe Jonas's nickname is Poon.
Welcome, Hendrik. Shout out to you, chap.
Free kick, Transvalia. Glenwood being put under the pump, and they go quickly. Leandro Dupré with a raking kick up to the halfway line. Be interesting to see, and it's going to be a Transvalia put-in. Kluti not taking that cleanly, so they get out of jail, do Transvalia.
Yeah, great kick there by Transvalia. Actually, the first time we've actually seen them really go to the boots. I mean, they probably forced they're inside their own 22. But it's a great kick there. First mistake we've seen from the left wing of Glenwood. He's been absolutely exceptional in this game. He's got a try, but pressure back on Glenwood here with Transvalia with a scrum on the halfway line.
Transvalia muscling them in the scrums at the moment. That front row of Andrik Boertes, Bernard Duplessis and Loki Jansen van Rensburg are putting Glenwood under the pump. Dioval Stroop, the talisman with ball in hand. They got to start asking Glenwood some serious questions here. They want to get back into this. Good scrum. Stroop to Christie. Christie with the little dink into the corner.
Needs a good bounce here.
Oh, but it's gone out on the full. That's a coach killer right there.
Yeah, good option though. No one at the back there from Glenwood. A lot of space to work with. Sean Christie looking up, seeing open space, but just unfortunately didn't execute the kick well.
Glenwood managing to win the ball back there. Show and go. Brilliant work there from Ethan Smith. The grubber through from the number 6 flanker. Can he regather? It's gone into the in-goal area and it's a try.
Try!
Try time. Freddie Slavitt has got the ball, but I think it's Ethan Smith, the man who's being congratulated by his teammates. What work from the flanker.
I'll tell you what, when he kicked that ball, I was about to say, what is he doing? But hey, you never know where the rugby ball is going to bounce. Just take a look at this. A bit of blocking here from the big man, Blaine Davids. Ethan Smith with the grubber. Kicks it again. And manages to dive over for the try. Glenwood pulling away from Transvalia. 24-7 is the score with about 3 minutes to play in this first half in testing conditions. Once again, Nick, that boot making all the difference for the green machine.
No, the kicking I think has been a big difference. The kicking from Glenwood has been a lot more accurate than from Transvalia, and they've kicked with purpose. Christie gets us back underway. Deep restart into the 22.
Great take.
Well fielded. Set up the ruck outside, just outside the 22. Hendricks, Joe Jonas with a kick across the field.
Bit of a toppy there.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Oh, it's a charge down. It's a charge down. It's a foot race, and he's not going to be caught over in the corner. Siko Lisa Nondo gets in. You love seeing a front rower run like that.
What is he doing on the wing, mate? What is he doing on the wing? Not too sure if this is a celebration or he's a bit winded there after that massive dive. The big man, Sikolisa Nanto. Oh yeah, in for the try.
I think he might be a bit winded also from the charge down.
I'll tell you what, that's great effort. You've just charged it down. You're running 50 meters and you're winded. Take a bow, son, take a bow.
Brilliant run. from the hooker. Glenwood now in complete control. What a chase though from him. And what a pick up there. 50-meter dash. Christie trying his hardest, but there was only one winner there. And he just knew it, didn't he? Gets in over in the corner. And Hendricks's kick from out wide is good. Another incredible kick, Scar. This man can't miss.
Tell you what, I won't be surprised if after his high school career, Mr. Jordan Hendricks is not phoned up by one of the NFL teams in the USA to become a kicker, because he's a proper sharp, proper kicker. Doesn't matter where he is on the field, he just knocks it over.
Oh no.
Mistake there.
Gibb can't take it cleanly. So Transvalia have an opportunity right on the cusp of half-time. What can they produce here? They need to be the next to score if they want to try and get themselves back into this.
You look at the score now, 31-7, with this possibly the final action of the first half. And then you ask yourself, if it was dry underfoot, no rain, sun's out, could have been a very interesting scoreline for Glenwood, yeah? This is by far the best they've played this entire festival, Nick.
Absolutely. I think I mentioned it a bit earlier that I think they were playing within themselves in that first game against Jansen. And then the Selborne game was where they wanted to peak. And due to the circumstances, they've had to shift that out to this one. And I think they're peaking at the right time. Good scrum there for Transvalia. Off the back is Bronkhorst, who's done brilliantly well. But he's lost the ball forward. Freddie Slavitt does the cleaning up. Hendricks put under a bit of pressure, but gets the ball off the park, and that's going to be half-time. Sky Shabalala, just give us a quick rundown on your thoughts of that first half.
Yeah, tactically, Glenwood superior than Transvalia, making sure that they're playing rugby in the right areas of the field. It's wet underfoot, it's raining, so they're putting all the pressure with little kicks behind them, behind Transvalia. But at half-time, it is 31-7 to the Green Machine over Transvalia, and we'll be back with the second half.
Just a reminder, if you haven't yet dropped into the Standard Bank hospitality area, they've got a really cool competition going over the duration of this festival.
It's time for MTN Easter Mega Deals. This month only, save big with 40 gigs of data for only $199 per month on a 24-month My MTN Choice 5 gig SIM-only contract. Plus, get a MiFi router for an extra 30 Rand per month. We got you. Sign up for upgrade at an MTN store today. Everywhere you go, MTN.
Welcome back to a cold, wet and misty Kearsney College for the second half of this second to last clash of the 2019 Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. The Green Machine from Glenwood lead Transvalia 31 points to 7 with 30 minutes left of their festival. They've been full value for their 31 points, so Sky.
Yeah, very good. Glenwood in that first half. Very good with the boot. Jordan Hendrickse kicking well. A couple of conversions, tough conversions kicking from the corner. Transvalia need to start having more ball in hand, start kicking well as well. You know, we saw a kick just before half time that was good, but just not executed well because there was space behind the Glenwood defense. Glenwood implementing a rush defense, so that does leave space behind the defense. Interested to see the tactic that Transvalia will come out with. I was also very surprised that at half time Glenwood decided to stay on the park, have a team huddle with the rain pouring down. Transvalia coming out of the sheds now. Should be a good second half. They need to score first here at Transvalia, and it'll start off here with a really good gather from this kickoff. Jordan Hendrickse puts it very, very high.
They do need to score first. It's crucial that they do if they want any chance of getting back into this one. It's a long way to go, as Hendrickse's kick isn't a good one. But the conditions are terrible out there now. But Transvalia gather. Devilstrup. The left-footed kick, great kick down the field. The bounce is a favourable one for Glenwood, as Gibb picks up, takes on a few defenders, but he doesn't have any support. They need to get there to secure the ball to Glenwood, but Transvalia look like they've run straight over this one.
It's a great counter-ruck there.
And it's there for Transvalia. Big opportunity here early on in the second half. Pick and go. Gareth Graham. Zuck, another, left it behind. It's a knock-on. It can ill afford those sort of errors in the red zone, can Transvalia, and that's going to be costly. Big opportunity there, gone a begging.
I'm very surprised that Glenwood opted to run that out of their 22 instead of kicking it, but great pressure there around the ruck by Transvalia, forcing a turnover, but unfortunately there a knock-on at the base of the ruck by Devilstrup. They need a good exit here to Glenwood as the ball pops out of the scrum. That man once again, Jordan Hendrickse, with a massive kick.
Transvalia have the chance to attack once again. Good chasing from Glenwood. Good rush defense. They get the liner up. Stwip. Great pickup. And the kick into the corner is too heavy. The penalty, though, goes the way of Transvalia. On in jersey number 22 is MC Dippenaar. It looks like it's been a change for Sean Christie. And he's going to have the chance here to kick the ball deep into the Glenwood half, into Glenwood 22. These conditions are becoming very similar to the conditions we had on Saturday last year. But he hasn't found touch. The clearance kick, though, doesn't go out either. It's down the middle of the field. So Dippenaar, gets another opportunity. Wagner, back to Dippenaar. Then we're trying to get themselves over the ball, but they can't. It's still there for Stwip. Running hard, Swanepoel over the gain line. Dippenaar, short pass. Taken in by Visser. Popping it off to Boetus. Stwip. Glenwood just trying to disrupt it. Trying to flood through that ruck. Still there for Devilstrup. Vion Deploy on in jersey number 2. Making a nuisance of himself at the breakdown. The pick and go. They're just 4 meters out here. Transvalia. Another pick and go. Getting over the advantage line. Got to be patient, but he's left it behind and knocked it on. That's going to be heartbreak for Transvalia, who are building up a good head of steam.
We can clearly see that the word from the coach at half time was that before we go out wide, Let's keep it nice and close. Couple of pick up and goes, trying to attract a number of Glenwood defenders before going out wide, and unfortunately there, a bit over eager, the young men from Transvalia, forcing a knock on. And this weather seems to be getting worse and worse. Testing conditions there for anyone playing rugby. We've also seen this a lot in this game. A number of scrums, Nick, have been reset. Won't be surprised that if the ref starts going to uncontested scrum, because it's very wet underfoot. As you can see, another slip there by Transvalia.
And
Jordan Hendrickse, massive kick.
Oh, but it's nearly given his side an opportunity to win that back. It's a great kick from Jordan Hendrickse, landing within the 5 meter line, and they're going to have the feed to the line out too. So that's a proper net gain there for Glenwood. Couple comments coming through. Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Keep them coming. You know, we still got one more game left after this one. So Joe Jonas feeding the scrum. Hendrickse with a little grubber through. Martina van Wyk was offside, so he couldn't play it. But Stroop is there cleaning up for Transvalia. Gets it off to his captain Wagner. Up to the 22 meter line he goes. Stroop to the right. Taken in a tackle, and they've lost it forward again, have Transvalia. So they're playing in the right area of the field. They're just not being accurate enough at the moment.
Yeah, you also don't want your number 9 to be taking the ball up from the base of those rucks. You want your big forwards coming around the corner. More pick up and goes, but you got your number 9, the smallest man on the field, taking it up. Glenwood.
Yeah, you can just see the mist rolling across the ground. It's incredible now. It's getting pretty difficult to see the other side of the field for us. As Glenwood with a relieving kick. That's a brilliant kick. Taking play all the way down to close to the 22 meter line of Transvalia. It is getting increasingly difficult to see the other side of the field. Bernard Duplessis will be the man entrusted to feed the line out again. Not envious of him in these conditions. Always difficult for a hooker to throw, but he wants to go to the back. And Glenwood have managed to poach it. Hendrickse. Transvalia need to get out of there. Yep. Jonas. Into the hands of Mbona. To Van Wyk. Gibb on the outside. But unfortunately there for Glenwood, running out of space. And it's Katlego Tamaga who's bundled into touch. So line out going the way of Transvalia.
Yeah, more subs coming on now for Transvalia with number 18. G. Marco van Aswegen coming on. And then the starting prop who started on the bench in this game, Loki Jansen van Rensburg.
To the middle they go. Great line out from Transvalia. The sack is illegal according to the referee. No play on. The box kick to Gibb. Well, yep, no advantage. Penalty going the way of Transvalia. Yeah, the sack was illegal.
Interesting to see that Transvalia in the last 2 lineouts have gone right at the back to the 6 ball, which is very testing in these kind of conditions. You would think that your banker ball jumping at number 4 would be the ideal one, but they trust themselves. They've gone at the back and they've been rewarded with a penalty. Line out just inside the Glenwood half.
Duplessis feeds. Clean line out take from Visser. Dippenaar into the middle of the field to his captain Wagner. Up towards his own 10 meter line. Right hand side again. Oh no, Dippenaar tried to change direction, but his players were following him, and the penalty has now gone the way of Glenwood for offsides. Just a lack of communication there.
Yeah, massive breakdown in communication there. It looked like it was set up for one phase and then a kick behind Glenwood. And a massive mistake there by Transvalia, who had gathered the ball nicely from the line out, set it up in the midfield, looking to exit and put pressure on Glenwood. But they found themselves 20 meters back. Glenwood ball, 10 meters from the try line.
So deploy to feed. They go right to the back. I think they're going to retake the line out. You've got to love the... Oh, no, it's not in straight. But you've got to love the confidence of the boys to be going to the back of the line out in these conditions.
Yeah, looks like both teams have really worked hard on the line outs. Doesn't matter, sun or rain. They still back the systems. If the call is 6 ball, the ball will go 6 ball there. Unfortunately there, from Glenwood, a skew throw, because the ball did go up and find the man jumping at the back. Transvalia looking for a good exit from the scrum.
Strip to Dupree, but the ball's been touched, so it's play on. Cleaning up. Oh, big hit again. Transvalia trying to flood through this breakdown, but it's still there for Jonas to deploy.
If they go left here, they have numbers. If they go
Jonas
left here, Glenwood.
to the left. Hendrickson, short ball, running onto it is Mbona. Mbona with the wide pass. Glenwood still have the ball. They're going for the corner. Try time. Glenwood are in.
Tell you what, that's a great passage of play there. I could see that it was open out wide there. When the inside centre held it, I was like, oh, the opportunity to score the try is gone. But nice recycling of the ball. Some good offloads. Not too sure who scored in the end there at the corner. We can't see that far. The mist is absolutely making things very hard to see. But great try there from Glenwood, who now go 36-7 up. Really going away from the men from Transvalia.
Using the opportunities when they get the ball in the attacking zone are Glenwood, and managing to get themselves another 5-pointer. And you could almost say that that's put it to bed. Stephen Gibb, I think, is the man who's been credited with the try, the fullback. He's been good today, given the conditions. And Jordan Hendrickson, once again, cannot miss. Incredible stuff. Look at this. Just through the hands, right at the line. Could have probably given the pass, but backed himself to get over. Try time, Glenwood.
Looks like the try scorer was Stephen Gibb.
The restart from Transvalia. Up towards the 22. Wursthuizen. It's a big clean, but the penalty has gone the way of Glenwood. So Transvalia, a couple indiscretions creeping into their game. They can ill afford that, given the scoreline.
Yeah, penalty here for Glenwood for hands in the ruck. Great clean though, there by the green machine. Transvalia can't afford to keep making these kind of mistakes after a great kickoff. And this one looks like it's still in.
Stephen Gibbs' kick isn't out. So Dupree, huge boot back, but Martino van Wyk is there. Don't think he's going to be kicking it. He's tucked it under his arm and he's gone on a run. He's gone on a run down this near side. Glenwood are going to have to clean well, but Transvalia have just dominated that ruck and gone straight over it. On the field in jersey number 21 is Divan de Toy. Dippenaar Wagner. Great little offload from the centre. Another great pass. De Villiers also flips it out the back, but it hasn't worked out, and Kluti is coming away with it. He puts it on the foot, kicks it infield. The Glenwood chase line is a bit fractured as Masou now comes away with the ball. The kick into the corner from Dippenaar, trying to turn the Glenwood forwards, but Jonas is back for it. Jonas with a show and go, beats him on the outside. Huge hit from Duplessis. on Joe Jonas.
I'll tell you what, we always talk about a mismatch on attack. There was a mismatch in defense. Massive hit there by Du Plessis, the hooker.
There are a few men down in back play, but Transvalia continue. 2 Glenwood players down. So they're defending with 13. 3 Glenwood players down. But Transvalia can't use the numerical advantage that they've got. Kluti throws it back on the inside, but its player's gone out.
Wow, what a great passage of play there we've just witnessed. Glenwood making a break on the far left side of the field. Nice grubber, which I thought was a great option, but gathered up there by Transvalia. And then Joe Jonas trying to take on the big number 2, the hooker. Watch it, this. If you pass it, boom! Oh, that's a great hit there by the hooker. Whatever the results may be after this game, he will tell his mates that I smashed that number 9 from Glenwood.
Good line out for Transvalia. They look like they want to set up a driving maul. It's in the hands of Willem Kutsen. But Glenwood have got through there. Got their hands on it. So they're going to want to try and take this one to ground. But it's done. But Transvalia have done well. Getting the ball back. Manu Swana pulls over it. Taken in by Kutsen. Dutoy. Good pick up there. Here goes Wagner. I beg your pardon. De Villiers. Brits. Resolute defense here from Glenwood. Dutoy. Dippenaar. Flat ball into the hands of Visser.
Great clean out there by Transvalia. Clean ball for
Dippenaar
the scrummy.
has a crack himself. To the right. Wagner. Oh, but he's been stripped of the ball. And it's come away for Glenwood. The kick downtown. It's not going to go out. So the chase line has got to be a good one. Very few options on the cards there for Transvalia. So the kick comes in. Gibb. He also puts it on the boot. Ranging across there. Leandro Dupré. Oh no, but his kick isn't a good one. So that's a huge gain there for Glenwood once again.
Bit of a ping-pong battle there from both teams. But the mistake came from the big man, the Transvalia captain, Franco Wagner. He was a big boy, but decided to go into the tackle a bit upright and got the ball ripped off him. And another lead off there by Transvalia for Glenwood. Just off your screen, Jordan Hendrickse coming off. Who's by far been the best player on the field. Kicking well, great conversions.
Oh, but the line out is not a straight one from Deploy. They've gone to the back again. And it's going to be a scrum down here to Transvalia. The clock ticking down. Transvalia yet to score in the second half. 38-7. It's also got a lot colder. The temperature has dropped quite dramatically in the last half an hour. As we have a break and play for a bootlace. Transvalia have been good at scrum time though, Sky. I think that they've probably had the upper hand, dominated the set piece a bit more.
Yeah, technically very well in their scrums. Have a big front row. Does Transvalia of Loki, Jansen van Rensburg, better to Plessis, who's just made a massive tackle on Joe Jonas and the big man Andrek Boertes. But they can be good in the scrums. They need to start capitalizing. They need to score in this game. They've enjoyed majority of the possession in the second half. Need a big scrum here.
Devon Dutoy in 21. Feeds. Good solid scrum there. MC Dippenaar kicking to the open side. Kluti with a little bit of soccer skills. Takes on the defender. Well played. Off to Gibb, but he's got very little support. Kluti's had to do the rucking, but he's gone off his feet as the call. Wagner wanting to go quickly. Dippenaar going to kick to the corner.
MC Dipper now there, who came on at half time for Sean Christie. Looks like he's got a very good left foot. Been kicking well in the second half. Line out ball for Transvalia just inside the 10 meter. But another overthrow by Transvalia.
Oh, hands from both sides. But the ref, no, they're going to go back, I think. There's no advantage. The knock on from Martino van Wyk means that the scrum's going to go the way of Transvalia.
Yeah, Nick, we did question the options of going to the back of the line out. In these kind of situations, you want the ball to go to the banker. And just off your screen here, Joe Jonas, who's been absolutely remarkable this entire festival for the Green Machine, coming off.
The clock winds down here. Under 10 and a half to go. The Green Machine, Glenwood leading Transvalia 38 points to 7. Transvalia with the scrum in the middle of the field. Comes for Dutoy to the right hand side. To Dupria, who puts the grubber through into the corner. Gibb has to get across there. The fullback has done brilliantly well. They've kept possession, have Glenwood, inside their 22. Oh, the box kick has been charged down. So Transvalia have a chance to attack here. They need a score as quickly as possible. But once again, they've managed to lose it. Here they go, Glenwood. The shown go inside ball. Here he goes. Good running from Blaine Golden. Good interplay here from Glenwood. Deploy over the halfway line. Popping it off the ground. Back to Golden. Carlo Kluti in at scrum half. Not taken cleanly in the end by Erasmus. But Kluti's still there. To the right they go. Deploy! Bursting through. Gets the offload to a second rower. Oosthuizen. Kluti to the right. Glenwood starting to find some space here. Mbona. Kluti with quick ball. But Golden, unfortunately, there's a man down. So the referee has blown his whistle. Brought play to a standstill.
Glenwood won't be happy about that whistle from the referee because they're looking to go out wide. They had a nice overlap, 2 or 3 men overlap there. But Blaine Golden, who's been rather quiet in this game, but Thursday and Saturday he's been one of the big ball carriers for the Green Machine for a prop. And I hope that all the front rowers don't mind me saying this, but for a prop he's got good hands. Never dies with the ball, always looking for that offload. And scrum down here. Well, we're expecting a scrum down here for the Green Machine after the ref stopped play for an injury.
There are a couple brave souls who have stuck it out on the open side of the field, on the stands opposite the main grandstand. And it looks like there are a couple hardy souls too, fighting it out in the Castle Corner section there. As the rain persists here at Stotfield.
Oh, mate, rain or snow, Castle Corner always functions, doesn't matter. Those beers make it worthwhile.
Well, we're back up and running, so not too serious an injury, I think. Looks like Freddie Slabbert has shifted out into the centres. With Lyndon Romain packing down at number 8. Carlo Kluti shifting into scrum off from the wing. Interesting to see.
Yeah, I've seen him play in that position before. I've also seen him play in the number 10 jumper with Hendricks operating at 15. Nice to have a utility player.
There goes Golden, that man again. Kluti to the right. Great hands. Good interplay here from the forwards. But Kuzwayo's pass Doesn't go to hand. As you can see, the puddle's starting to get bigger and bigger. Now Stuart Cunningham, it's difficult to come up here when the weather's like this. It gets cold, and when the mist rolls in too, just adds that other element. So Transvalia with the feed. Leandro Dupree with the big hoof downtown. Well taken by Tamanga, who goes on a run. He needs support now. That's good work by Transvalia, and they've won the penalty. No support for the winger, and the penalty goes the way of Transvalia.
Tamanga looking very undecisive there when he gathered the ball from the kick. Good line speed and line chase there by Transvalia after that kick, forcing a turnover penalty. Transvalia ball 22 just inside the Kearsney half, or just inside the Kearsney 22, I beg your pardon, and they'll be looking here to get on the scoreboard with about 5 minutes to play.
Willem Kutsen is the man to throw into the middle. They want to set up the driving maul. They've got a little bit of momentum. Breaking off the side, setting up the ruck, about 15 out. De Villiers. Oh, but the pass to Wagner's hasn't gone to hand. So Glenwood can come away with it. Freddie Slabbert ranging out wide. Good strutting of the line. Good hard run there from Oosthuizen. Oh, solid hit. And back into the pocket it goes.
Tricky one this. Nice take there by Transvalia.
Tignane with the kick. Dupree there to ruck over. Oh, but Dipnock can't hold on. Cleaned up by Kutsen. Good leg drive from the number 17 to the right. The box kick. It's a good one. Kluti's got to track back. But the ball goes over the touchline. Glenwood line out in their 22.
Just look at this hit again. Goes for the dummy. Ah, but it's that man once again. The number 5, Swanepoel, who's made a number of massive hits in this game. They might be behind in the scoreboard, but in terms of their defense, I think Transvalia have been very good in terms of making those one-on-one tackles and some massive hits we've seen, Nick.
So deploy goes. It's there, well played in the end by Galo to the left. Good hands. Glenwood full of running still with 4 to go in this one.
Look at those hands by Golden.
That man again. It's still there. Kluti once. Getting muddy out there. He's gone with the box kick, but it's gone straight up in the air. Freddie Slabbert tried to get it, but it's advantage Transvalia. Stoop. Dupree tries to kick the grubber, but there's no advantage accruing, so it's going to be a scrum again to Transvalia.
Transvalia deciding to go there on the open, on the blind side. I thought open on the right hand side, which was the open side. They had a couple of numbers. Glenwood defenders getting a bit tired, a bit slow getting back. Not the right decision to come here on the blind side, but yep, they did force a turnover and a knock on after that terrible box kick from the Glenwood reserve scrummy.
So just over 2 minutes left in this one. Glenwood with a handsome lead. Transvalia will just want to restore a bit of pride, try and get themselves a score in this half, but they've gone and given away a free kick, so that's not going to help them at all. The pop-up. There goes Golden. That man's got really involved in the second half. Transvalia again flooding through the breakdown and managing to turn that one over. Oh no, it's there. But the scrum's going to go the way of Transvalia. but they haven't given up at the breakdown. They've really put Glenwood under a lot of pressure. They've flooded through, committed men to the breakdown, and have won quite a number of turnovers from that sort of tactic.
I'll tell you what, A for effort for Transvalia in the second half. They might be well behind on the scoreboard, but I'll tell you what, the efforts around the rucks, on defense, on the turnovers, they've certainly won that battle. But what Glenwood have done really well in this game is use the opportunity that have been presented to them. They were much superior in that first half, tactically, kicking in the right areas. And as the clock ticks, it looks like it's going to be a massive win for the Green Machine. But Transvalia can restore some pride here from the scrum.
Another reset, sort of been the story of the day, hasn't it?
Yeah, in this type of weather, you're expecting a lot of scrums, and we've had a number of resets in this game. The referee there, Yanga Sojanga, and they're talking to the two front rows, saying, gentlemen, it's been a good game so far. A couple of reserves onto the field on the front row. I'm sure the referee doesn't want to go to his pocket.
Well, this will be the last throw of the dice for Hoërskool Transvalia and their first visit to the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival.
Yeah, and I'm sure they've enjoyed it. It's a great festival, one of the best in the country. Great facility, great teams, played in the right manner, competitive but fair manner, and we've seen some great running rugby. Can Transvalia finish on a high year?
Wagner carrying it up towards the 22. Visser, he's carried well today for Transvalia. Dippenaar, nice and tight. Ball out into the middle of the field. Du Plessis back on the field now. Right again. Dippenaar, inside ball to Stoop. Du Toit, but the ball has been lost forward. So Glenwood now with the ball in hand. If they just want to get it off the park. No, it's still there with Transvalia. No, it's there for Glenwood. And it looks like they're just going to hoof it off. So that's it. That's all she wrote here in this one, folks. The penultimate game of the 2019 Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. And it's a Green Machine Glenwood that come out 38 points to 7 victors over Transvalia. Remember that there's still one game to go. The hosts Kearsney College taking on Welkom in the final game of this year's festival. Don't go anywhere, folks. It should be a good one. We'll see you in a bit.
If you did go down to the MTN hospitality area, you would have seen the competition includes a draw for a brand new set